Hi, welcome back to another video. This is the mainsail to my South Coast 26. It's a 1977 South Coast 26 foot, and this is the original mainsail. But what we're doing here today, I've got this spread out on the floor in the house, and as you just may have seen, I've got some holes in here. I got a few different holes, and these are from mice. Unfortunately, I got some mice that got into the boat and they got into the sail bag and chewed up some holes, chewed up some sail. And I didn't know if mice really liked eating sails or not, but I know now that yes, mice do like to make bedding out of sail material. Since this boat is so old and these sails have got so many miles on them, I'm not really too concerned about taking this to a professional sail shop and having this repaired. So I'm going to repair this myself using Insignia Cloth. So this is my working surface. This is just my dining room table. I'm going to have a small enough area here to do what I need to do, and thus the really rounded edges. Since it's wood, there's no metal on here, it's all nice rounded edges. This is going to be the perfect working surface for repairing these sails. First, we're going to clean around the holes with alcohol, so the patch is going to stick really good to the sail. And I really am soaking this rag because we really want to make sure this is clean. So I'm really getting this sail wet. You can see it soaking through. It's soaking through the sail material, so I know that this is really getting clean. And let's do the same thing to the other side. There's some loose threads right here. I'm going to just pick whatever loose pieces of sail there are. I'm going to get that out of here so it doesn't get up underneath the patch and just cause some problems. So while this is drying, I'm going to go ahead and cut out my pieces of patch material. You want to be sure not to touch the area that you've cleaned so the oil on your fingers won't interfere with the adhesive on the patch. And this is what I'm using right here. This is Insignia Cloth. It's a cloth made out of sail material, but it has an adhesive back to it. And I got a lot of this stuff, so I'm going to have more than enough to do this. So now I'm just going to cut out the size I need for the patch. So here's a piece for a patch, and this is what I'm looking at right here. Just about like that. And then I'm going to round the corners on this, so it'll be less apt to peel away. So there's our patch all cut out with the corners rounded on it. We need to pull off this backing, and then we can stick it down. The easiest way to do that is just kind of stretch it a little bit, and that backing paper will tear. Then we can peel it off. But make sure you get all the backing paper off, and try to touch as little as the adhesive as possible. This stuff is really sticky. Try to get that hole right in the center. And there we go. Stick that right down there. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So let's go ahead and patch this other hole. Since this hole is more oblong, I'm going to use a rectangular patch. So I'm cutting out a rectangular patch for this other hole. So I'm looking about right there, right up to that seam. Let's go ahead and round these corners. So here we are, the corners are rounded. I got the backing peeled off. I can just see the hole through that patch. I'm going to use a card of some sort, credit card, security card, gift card, whatever, and really press this down. So before I flip this sail over to do the other side, I'm going to cut out my patches exact same size as these. Now if you want to mark your location of where this patch is going to be, I suggest just using a real light pencil mark, because if you use a Sharpie or any kind of ink, it's going to soak into the fabric and you're never going to get that dye out of there. So if you have to mark it, make sure you just use a light pencil mark. So here's the patch for that side. So there's our patch for the other side. Let's go ahead and flip it over. Now, gotta remember it's stuck to the table. So here we are on the other side. Okay, let's go ahead and place this patch. So we just tear the paper There we go. Use the card to get out any wrinkles. Make sure those two halves of adhesive are really touching there. Let's go ahead and stick down our other patch. Just drag it into place. Line it up with the first patch. And when you're there, stick it down. And use a card and press it down. So there we go. There's the patch for the mainsail. So this will hold up for years and years. So thanks a lot for watching, and check back when I'll be doing some more sailboat videos. So until then, guys, I will catch you later. Take care.